So the market's been kind of weird today, actually all week to tell you the truth. But if you guys are following the Three Sisters method, you guys should be doing fairly well. I know people have their mixed emotions about the Pulsar, which I like the Pulsar as well. So the market's been kind of weird today. Hold on, that was let me mute myself. I was like, damn, who's talking? That's me. All right, so let's go into it. Let's see what we got. Share my screen and sharing it. So welcome everybody on YouTube. Welcome. We're going over here. We're doing our team session here in an hour. So I kind of jump on with on YouTube. I'm going to start doing this a little bit more and going over my charts and showing you guys how you guys can make some money in minutes with binary options. If you're not familiar with binary options, it's kind of the way that I explain it. It's kind of the same as almost betting, we'll just say a football game. If the football game is going to go over or the football game is going to go under. And except imagine betting on a football game, but knowing what the outcome is going to be about 80% of the time. And that's what binary options are. And if you can tell here, do not be afraid of these charts because these charts actually start to talk to you. Like literally, it has its own voice. It's kind of has a little Australian accent. I'm just kidding. They don't really literally talk to you, but they once you start seeing what these things are doing, they literally, you're like going, like you'll see. I'm gonna kind of go over right now. I'm gonna mark up the charts. If you've been here with me before, you're kind of familiar with what I do. Maybe you're going, that doesn't really work. Well, I'm up pretty good today on it working. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into a pair that's going to look like something that we're going to look for. And this looks like that's a buy trade. We have let me get rid of the yellow. This is called the Three Sisters. This strategy here, as you can tell, we have three lines. And with one of these lines, which is the yellow, we have this set up to where when these candles come down and kiss this line, most of the time, what will happen is it'll shoot up for 3 minutes, sometimes even 5-6 minutes, whatever the case is. And so that being said, when it touches this, we would go in to our platinum options as a buy trade, right? So you would go in and pick, or whatever you use, whatever broker that you use. I know, Liz, you're going to start getting some platinum options here shortly. So this will be perfect for you because then you could see exactly what to do. A lot of people aren't familiar with how to roll things over. They're not familiar with different verbiages that people say. But as you can tell here, my last three trades have been winners. I had a $15, 25, and 10. I've won those last three. And this is all on the Three Sister strategy, guys and gals. That's all it is on. So what we're going to look for this thing to do right now is we're going to look for this to come down and drop and touch this sister. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line in here somewhere where I want this to alert me when it's close. So I'm going to put a line in here. Anything that's green is what I have for a timer. So I would go in and I would hit the timer button right here. Okay. So that means when it drops down, it's going to go ding, and it's really loud. You guys will hear it happen when it happens. But another thing that we want to do here is structure, right? We want to get some structure going on. So we know it's going to come down here somewhere and touch, but we want to look for some of these double bottoms in this area. So what I do is I go to the 5-minute time frame. So that way I could come in here and see, let me go back. No, we're good. And see where there's any structure, big time structure in here. Now I do see there's some structure right here. Let me put a line here and make it yellow for now, just to go back when we go to the 1 minute and see where we're at. Because if this keeps going up and then it starts coming down on the yellow line, let's go back over to it. If this starts going up still, right, and then it starts coming back down right when this yellow touches this yellow and it touches, that is like a 90%, 95% that it's going back up because there's structure. Look at, there's even structure right here. You have a double top right here as well. And then if you went back to that minute or the 5-minute right here, look at, there's structure right here as well. So there's something in this area that's making it go up or down. And there's even some a little bit over here, not too much, but definitely right in here. So does that make sense to you, Rodney, Liz? Liz may already know this. I know Rodney, we were talking about this last night, and that's kind of what I'll do. I'll go look to the
Yeah, we kind of went over it yesterday.
Yep. So that's what I would do, right? It looks like it's going to probably drop down. Even if it drops down before, I'm still going to touch it because this is, look at the more widespread that these three sisters are, the better it is, the better chance it is that you're going to win. Like if it was to be like right here, see how they're kind of all tangled and looks like your headphones that you have for your phone. Uh-oh, we're coming down more. We don't want to get into those at all. Or even in this area, like it's really close. We don't really want to mess with it. But right here, they're really far apart, which is a good signal that this is going to, once it touches, it's going to go up. We just got to make sure that we touch it the right way. What are we doing right now? We're doing UJ. So I'm going to go make sure that my UJ is set up. So as soon as I hear that timer, I'm going to go and try to get in. And go to UJ. And I'd come over here. And we're just going to kind of play in the waiting game. What a lot of people will do, and I was this guy as well, as I would go in and I would try to take it off this structure right here. Because as you can tell, it did come down, kind of touch a little bit, and it's going back up, but it's still not as strong of a signal as when it hits this yellow line. Let me make sure that nobody else is in the Zoom. Oops, wrong thing. So I can make them... Nope, just us three. Cool. Now it's coming back down a little bit as well. So as you can tell, we're waiting for this. So while we're doing that and waiting, I still have my timer. So once the timer goes ding, then I'll come back and take a look at this and we'll see where it touches. So we'll go from there. Let's look for some more setups. So we got UCAD. So as you can tell here, this one started to open up, right? It came down, it touched. What I would have done at this moment right here is I would have took a buy trade. Right. And as you can tell, you probably would have got scared because there's 1 minute down, 2 minutes down, and then it goes up. So right in this area, it probably got really close. So what I probably would have ended up doing here is taking a rollover, which would have extended it another 3 minutes. Right. I would have rolled over. Boom. I would have made it a number 4 minute. Boom. Number 5 minute. Boom. Number 6 minute. And it ended right here. And it would just have been a winning trade. And it would have been one rollover. And let's go to another one, see if there's any other ones. ECAD. This is starting to break out into a sell trade as well. This would be kind of risky to take right away, but ECAD is breaking into a sell trade, a trend. This one's another one here. This is pretty big. See how these are a little bit smaller here? This is kind of like you don't really want to get into it right away, but even if we did, you got it right here. Hopefully you even caught it right here. So sometimes these spike up really quick. You catch in this area, but let's just say you caught it here. Would have caught it right here, would have went down 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles, would have rolled over, and now it's going back down. But if you would have got into it right here, it would have been most likely been a winner. It would have been 1 candles, 2 candles. Yeah, that's close as well. But as I mentioned, the more you do this with the three sisters, the more that you're going to start seeing, all right, this one is really big, but this one's small, and you're just not going to know. You're not sure if you're going to do it or if you're going to go in or not. EJ. Oh, EJ is looking pretty good. This is another one that I'm going to set up a thing for us. And look at, I could just see some structure already right here. I could tell that right there's some structure. So I'd come in, I'd make this guy green. And I would put a timer on him. So it dings us once it goes. And if we go to the 5 minute, let's see if there's anything where that green line is. Look at, there's some stuff, there's some stuff in here. Looks like somebody else is jumping on. Let's make them Tom's jumping on. What's up, Tom? Promote you to a panelist so you can talk to us if you'd like to. What else is there? This is a green. Which one are we going off of? This green one, right? Let me see. Yep, this green one. But this is another one that's kind of crazy though. This white one that is right here, let me make that a little bit bigger. That white one is a hour structure, which meaning that something on the hour, if I was to go hit the hour, that it has hit some structure in the past. You can tell right here, it's hit some structure. In this area, it's hit some structure. So it's not really that strong. I'd probably actually even move it down here so it touches that exactly. But either way, look at that thing's flying to the moon right now. which isn't a big deal because this is what we're looking for right now. This is almost a perfect setup right here, guys. If this came in right now, right, if this yellow line kept going up and touched here right when this came down and touches white line, which is our structure, there's a very good chance that that thing's taken off to the moon. And and it's going to be, you can be really, that trade, you could have a lot of confidence in that trade is what I'm saying. But right now, when it comes in and it touches it below this hour, I would still do it. But it looks like there's some consolidation going in this area. What did we look at before? UJ? Let's see if that UJ one was ooh, I didn't even get a ding. About to. There it is. UJ. Boom. Taking this, selling their buy on UJ. So we got in a UJ at 365. So what I would then do is I would go and move this up to, or what was it at? 136. What scared you out there?
Oh my God, Dashi.
136. All right. So this area is where I got in at. That's my entry. And we're hoping that this thing now goes up. Look at it. Did touch that line. If you could see it touch the yellow sister. And it looks like it's starting to go up a little bit. Let's see where we're at. Did anybody else get into that? It's being very, very still above, which we like that. But we like to see this. So a lot of times when it touches right here, it really shoots up to the moon. How much we got time we have left? 26 seconds. That was going down a little bit. I don't like the small candles. I can tell you that much. Look at me. You got these big candles right here, all these big candles here, and then it touches a yellow and it just becomes the tiniest candle ever. So look at right. Well, it's in profit right now, Liz, but if it wasn't in profit in this area, if you didn't see anything, you would click on history. And then right here next to it, it would say $0, and then it'd have a little rollover sign. I'm hoping I don't get to show it to you in this trade because I don't want to show it to you. I'm being selfish right now. I want to win this one. We just hit another candle. Come on, go back up, baby. It's going the wrong way. That's close. Keep going now. Come on. You know you want to go up. So once it gets past this line right here, you cannot roll over. And since we're in profit, I cannot roll over no matter what. So now it's it. We're really hoping that the market goes upwards so this finishes at a winning trade. And we'll give it looks like about 15 seconds left. Nope, stay up. Oh my God. Right. This is what they call spiking out. So at the last minute, it decided to go down. And boom, that's a losing trade. That is a loss. Now, if that would have happened before, I would have rolled over because I could tell it hit this yellow guy. It's supposed to go back upwards. And we're probably going to come back up in a minute and see it and be like, damn it. I wish there was a chance to roll over, but there's nothing I could do. It was in profit the whole entire time until 5 seconds before it hit that line. And we don't want to see that anyway. We usually want to see that bad boy way up here at that point, but it is what it is. That one is a lesson. Let's go find another one that is set up for the Three Sisters. This is the other one we're talking about. And look at the whole market. All the candles are really going small now for some reason. Let me make sure that there's not any news. 4 a.m. 6:30. So odds in orange 8 p.m. We're not there yet. So in a minute here, the odd's going to be in orange, which isn't too big of a deal. We're not doing odd anyways. We're doing Euro JPY. We're looking probably at like 654 is what we're looking for this to get down to. Euro JPY, EUR JPY. Euro JPY. All right, starting to come down. Woo, there it is. It hit that line right there, but I kind of wanted to hit that yellow though. Don't get going back up on me right now. Come down a little bit more. There it is. Euro JPY, buy. So I'm in Euro JPY now at 650. I move this green one to 650. And go from there. It was down below for a minute. I could have showed you the rollover option. It's touching it again. There it is. So look at, so that's, it went away. There it is. So this is the rollover option right here. So you'll see you have two rollovers. So if this thing was like shooting way down, we could roll over right now if we wanted to. But I would always wait until it gets to at least a minute out. And I always, well, not always, but I like to wait to the 30 seconds as well. Because if it is like right, like if I'm out of profit, it's like right there, but I can see it shooting up, I won't roll it over. But as you can tell, if we're trading off what the market is doing right now, we're expecting for it to hit that, which it did, and start going back up. And then these other candles should start going back up too, at least for 3 minutes. And it should end up in this area right here once it's done. And if you trust it and you're doing it enough, you'll know that if it does go down, a lot of times it'll go down, not right now. Sometimes it'll go down or right away to this middle sister. That's when you roll over. You're like, all right, well, it's going to go up at some point because that's what the market's doing. We're in an upward trend right now. The trend is our friend, right? But let's hope that we don't have to worry about that one on this one. I like to see this keep going up. Other way. I wish I could grab it with my mouse and just yank it up. Oh, it's almost like it did it right there.
I accidentally got in UJ, Dustin, and it's shooting to the moon.
You got in UJ instead of EJ?
Yeah, they run the same kind of from what I've noticed.
They do, and it is going as well. Look at that. So that's what I'm saying. If I would have had the chance to roll over this area, I would be in profit on that bad boy. But I didn't. It did it at the last 5 seconds, so I didn't have the option to do it. Keep going up, baby.
Yeah, we would have cleared.
100% would have cleared that thing.
Sure, if we were able to lower.
Come on, go up higher. I don't like it this low. Well, there it is. I don't like it this low once it's this close to the finish line. I'm rolling it. So I just rolled that one. So now it added additional time to it because I really feel that it's going up. It's going to go the other way. Let's see what happens. We were doing so good there for a minute. Look, it was right there. I just don't like the market right now. I mean, right now it's like flatline. It's consolidating like on its own.
Yeah, I just cleared UJ.
Oh, I'm looking at UJ actually. EJ is what I need to look at. All right, is that the one I was looking at? All right, come on. You want to go up higher, EJ. Let's go. Stop messing around. Here we go. $650. I'm right there. That's not the sound you want to hear once you're already in the trade. It is not going the right way. So I would have the option again to roll over here once it comes time to this area. I'm really hoping it pushes up to the top. It wanted to so bad. I think I'm going to go away from the Jays after this one. The Jays are just really consolidating right now. Did we lose? We lost Rodney. All right, I'm going to roll this. I'm going to give it to about right here. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to go look for something else. Look for some ECADs or something. That's what I've been killing it on, really, is the ECADs. But these two jumped up and look like pretty good trades. But they're not doing what we want them to do. Just go get them back somewhere else. Rolled it over. All right, so now that rolled over, and so now my expiry time is 34. So 6:34. So 6 minutes from now is when it expires. So we'll come back and take a look at that one. Let's go see if there's anything else in the market. What is that? Ooh, that is EA. That one's all over the place. It broke through here, came way down, came up, touched a couple of times. I don't want to mess with that one. EN.
Have you checked the currency constraints on UJ and EJ?
Yeah, the only one that's having some stuff is at 6:30, which is right now. Odd is had an orange folder. Reserve Bank of Australia, more hawkish than expected, is good for currency, release quarterly. But it's orange, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. AN, though, this guy right here, he's setting up for a nice little sell as well, except he's consolidating right here. AJ. See, this is touching the yellow line too. It's just it's kind of scaring me because it's consolidating. You know what I mean? Like right there, it touched, so it would have dropped down like it's supposed to. Then went back up, and I'm not comfortable with that one. Same with here. This came through and broke through, went back up, but you would have had to roll that over a bunch of times. Hit right here, would have got in, would have had to roll it over a bunch of times too. It would have won at the end, but we want to get them where I want those 3 minutes. GUs are usually a good one. No, that's really, look at that. That's really consolidating. Same with that one. Same with that one. All right. So I think AN's the only one that's really setting up. Let's go to the 5 minute and see if there's anything going on in that area. Right there is some double bottoms. The candlesticks have gone through that one a couple of times. So there's some stuff in there. Go back to the minute. What is this? AN? Probably too late, but let me see if I can get into it or not. AN. All right, I'm going to go into AN right now for a sell. So I got AN at 597. That's where I got into that at. Let's see if this one does what it's supposed to do. It's really good when you get into these 3-4 times in a row, and as soon as it hits this line, it really does what it's supposed to do and goes the opposite way.
I think you're good on that one because the Fisher transformer, I think, hit also.
Right here.
Yeah, and
It's going way up. It's all right, though, because it'll hit right here. And what people will do on this one, and I'm going to do it just for shits and giggles really quick, is you could double it up because we're really thinking it's going down because it's a downward trend. So if we were to go in here and go to 20 and then take it right there. So we take another sell in that area. So you're trying to clear this one. Yeah, because this one probably it looks like it's going the wrong way, but let's see. It's going way up there right now. Ten seconds left on this candle. Hopefully you could hit this bad boy and shoot way down. New candle just formed. We're hoping that candle comes way down is what we're going for this candle. And it's not. We don't like having all these rollover options right here. That's not a good thing. Come on, go down. I'm rolling the bottom one. Come on, keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep going. Just keep tanking on me. Tank for me, baby. Get me way down here. Tank me way down here. All right, so I won that $20 one. I would have lost the $10 one. It would have been even, but I doubled up. So we're hoping that that it continues to come down. Where was I at with the last one? What did I do? EJ? Is that one done already, or was it UJ? Was it EJ? That one's done already? I guess it is. What did we take that? Oh, when I switched over for a minute, it was back up here, which was in profit, and then it just tanked as the other stuff. So I took a less on the other one on EJ. That sucks. That's the one that we rolled over a couple of times. It looked like it was going to be in profit there for a minute. Where are we at here now? AN. Come on. Keep coming down. So we get 20 seconds left on this candle. Keep it down there. We like for it to be down here. When the other candle hits, usually it'll start shooting that way. We don't like that one. We don't like it going that way. We need to see one of these kind of candles right now. Actually, a couple of them. I just rolled that one too. So that one I'm going to roll. It'll be the last one that I kind of call on the deal. I'm hoping that I got another 6 minutes now. The expiry is 43. So a little bit more, about 6 minutes. And by that time, we're hoping that the market does what it's supposed to and these guys shoot back down like the trend has been doing. And that is really it. I'm going to go back to UJ really quick and show you guys. Actually, I'm going to go to EJ. I think EJ is the one that I did the last time. I'm going to show you guys kind of how I mark up. So you're going to see right here. This is the day. What I'll do is I'll go back to the day. And going back all the way to here, this is actually in 2019, this day is. So that's how many days are in here. So you can really see what the market's going to do in general, right? And I like to get the day markups. We're actually, I wouldn't go and really mark these ones up down here because that's would take a lot to get there for the market to get there overnight. But for where we're at, where the market's at right now, what I would do is, Tom, did I show you? I just barely seen your thing. Do you know how to roll over now? Yeah. All right. I can't hear you, but I see you saying yep, though. Cool. So what I would do is I would come in here to the day and I would start getting some structure in here on the days. For some reason, it's being really, really, really tiny right now. There we go. All right. So as we can tell, right in this area, there's definitely a lot of things going on for these days. So like a lot of days in a row, it would come up and touch this and then would go down. Then it went away from it. Then it came up and touched it, came down. Look how many times it touched it. Went out of it, but didn't break that structure. And then finally right here, it broke that structure and came up to right here. So this one actually would be a white, because I like to mark mine anything. No, that would be a red. I'm lying. Red is in the day. Now you can see all these other colors that are in here because those are the other colors that I do. I would go to the hour next. And I would come in and I would, anything that is significant with the hour would be a white one. So like this guy, I'd touch him. Let me get rid of that green one. The green ones, I wanted, those are my timers. So I try to leave those. But right here is, there's some stuff that's gone on in the hour with this guy. We've hit that a lot. If you go back over here, you can see that it's hit some stuff right here as well. And even back here, which was April 27th, it was messing with this line as well. So there's something significant in there that we want to watch for, right? And then what I would do is, let me get rid of the yellow one too. This white one right here is another hour. You can tell I'll move it up. I'm moving it on to this guy right here. To this one. So see how these are the double bottom right here? So it hit right here and it shot back up. So there's something in this area. If you scroll over, there's a lot of candlesticks that are coming through here as well, which means there's something significant going on with this hour. And then another hour one is right here. We put it right in the top of these candle guys here. And what happens here is when you start going on to the 15-minute time frame, which we do a lot of, because that's how we kind of see what the trends are, you'll see these white structure lines. And what those white structure lines are telling you is that something's really going on in this area. So what I probably would have done, well, I wouldn't have done anything because it's 15-minute. But in the hour right here, you can tell in the 5-minute, you're looking for there. It's shot down like in the history, right? So you probably thought, boom, when it hits right here, it's going to go back down. Well, obviously it kept going up in the 5-minute frame. So what we would do is we would go to the 1 minute and see what's going on with the 1 minute. And now look what it did for a minute. It broke structure right here, kind of stayed above, came down, touched it, went back up again, came up, kind of, I could probably move this up a little bit, to tell the truth, right in that area. And then now it broke it again, and now it's starting to go downward. So I'm not going to get into this, but you could possibly take a sell right here. It's probably going to bounce off this line and start coming downwards again. It's what it's done in the history. So that's, but then it could break through. But look at though, it just did it. It hit it and it bounced back off. And if you didn't mark up your charts, you would never know why it's hitting that and going down. You'd be like, why is it keep doing that? Well, this line is telling you that there's something here, a significance that's making it do that. And this is on the minute chart right here. So if we had this thing going up in a, if this kept going up in a sell trade and then came down and hit this button, we would know it's shooting back up, or vice versa. If it was going for a buy as well. So that's the market structure right there, guys. It's important with the structure. I mean, and the trend lines and all that stuff, and getting your different trend lines and seeing what's going on. Actually, let me get rid of that. What we didn't do is do a trend line on the 5 minutes. A lot of times you'll see the trends on the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, which is right here. So if I was to come in here and grab, this is the bottom right here. It hit this bottom right here again. Then it hit that right there. So it's touched this line. It broke through, but it's been touched 3 different times. So what we would expect for this to happen is when it comes down and touches the yellow or this trending line, that it's going to go back up again, because that's what it's been doing. It's in the last, since May 5th, since yesterday, it's been in a constant upward trend, right? We go to the 5 minutes. Look at that with the 5 minute. Bounced off right here, up. Bounced off right here, up. This one broke through, but went back up. We go to the minute. Oops. And with the minute, kind of the same stuff. Look at this right here. Bounced. I mean, we could even, with this guy, the minute trends are a little bit different. You could even get there's an hour structure right here too. You could tell it bounced off and went up, kind of bounced up a little bit, but ended up going up at some point. That's how a lot of people trade off the market structure. And you could trade off the market structure with Forex as well. When you come into the day, to the hours and stuff, you could tell with the hour if it's hit. If it's starting to bounce down, you could take some scalp trades. Let's see, where was the one that I was taking? This guy here. Oh. Where did it go? Was I in AN? I keep forgetting about the dang trades. Looks like I lost that one too. So I took a couple significant lessons there on 2250, 2250 back to back. Kind of just mostly showing of what the market's supposed to do. But let me reset this and make sure that's right, because this is way down right now. Where did I get into this at? No, I didn't. I won this one. So the one that I rolled over, the AN one, I didn't get to see it. This is, I don't know where it's at, but you could tell I won that guy. So I took one lesson off the 2250, the EU or EJ, but then I banged this bad boy out right there. So I won that guy, lost that one, won that one. And these are with the rollover. So I got 2 lessons and I got 3 wins with the whole thing right now. So yeah, and if you keep doing that, guys, and if you're more patient, right, with the whole ordeal, and you're waiting for it to hit the right spot, I'm telling you what, guys, and you keep studying it. If you just study like EJ, within the days that this is in a constant uptrend type deal, right? When it gets in this area, it's going to bounce back up at some point, and you just go and try to get your entries. Where are we at right now? Let's see. Did it bust through the hour? Looks like it's kind of there with the hour, but it's going to end up going down. It is. It's going to end up going back down into here. I wouldn't take a trade on it because I'm not sure exactly what it would do. But let's see really quick. Before we get off, let's see if we got one more 3 sister setup. Look at that guy. What is this? UCAT is tanking. Where is that going? Damn. ECAT, is that doing the same? It is doing the same-ish. Look at it setting up for a 3 sister as well. If you're just jumping on now, guys, what we do with these 3 sister strategies is this yellow guy right here is basically my trigger. So when this candle comes up and kisses this yellow line right here that I have set up in here, the majority of the time shoots down. And I'll kind of show you guys some. I'll show you guys some history of what it has done. So back here, which is today, at some point, we had the Three Sisters coming down. So we're looking for this to come back up and touch it. Look at this, guys. As soon as it came back up and touched this thing, right here, we would have got in for 3 minutes. Would have been 1, 2, 3, would have won that trade, right? We go, okay, cool. We're waiting for it to come up and hit it again. Well, it came up. It hit it again right here. Boom. Would have gotten it right here. 1, 2, 3 minutes. We would have won that trade as well. At that moment of time, though, it kind of went back up. You could have got back in here and say if you did, then you would have been 2 wins, 1 loss, right? Or you could have been like, all right, that's enough. I'm not doing that one anymore and moved on. This strategy right here is money, guys. Money. ECAD, is that what we're just on? What's this, EG too? Look at this, EG setting up for a nice little one as well. If this touched right here, this yellow line is something of significance. I'm not sure what, but if this yellow and this yellow connected right when this candlestick connected with it too, that's almost an automatic sell trade right there. Either way, right now, what I'm going to do, whether when I get off with you guys or not, as soon as this guy comes up and touches this bad boy right here, I'm getting into a trade. I'm going to get rid of, actually, I'm not going to get rid. I want to see what this one is. And guys, I'm going to try to do these a little bit more before our session, so you guys could jump on, an hour before the sessions and have a look and ask any questions that you want to. And I'll explain to you what I know. And if you guys are some of the ones watching this on YouTube, you guys know how to access. We're a part of a pretty cool. We're part of a pretty cool team called B. Better Experience is what it stands for. They're out of Dubai, and they not only send you signals of what I'm showing you right now. So if you don't have time to learn it, you don't have to learn it. They send you signals. And you just go in and you put the trades in yourself. So if they set you a signal that said, hey, you're getting into EG, which is EUR, GPY, you want to get a sell trade at, we'll just say at 786, you would go to your broker that you have and you'd go and look up EG. And this is money in minutes, by the way, guys, money in minutes. You look up EG, and as soon as this thing got to 760 or 786, like they said it would, I'm not saying that they did or if they didn't, then you would go and you enter a 3-minute sell trade. And if it sounds foreign to you guys, it sounded foreign to me as well until I started doing it. And now the money that I'm making with it is awesome. Like really, it's like you're making money in minutes. If you watch this bad boy come up and touch this yellow line where it's supposed to touch and we take a sell trade, you could, it depends how much money you have in. You want to take a percentage, but you could do 100, you could do 500, you could do 1,000, you could do 5,000, you could do whatever you want. That deal. EG. Did we do some with EG? Is that what I was just looking at? Oh, it's because I had my timer set up wrong. Timer should be up here. You could do 5,000. If you want to do a percentage though. So if you only have 1,000 in the account, you only want to do about 2%. Which would be $20. So what I'm going to do is $10 for the time being, set it up to get it ready for this. Oh, looks like it's going back down. This might not give us our entry. But if you guys have your markets, if you have your things opened up right now, your accounts, I would go, and if you have your Three Sisters set up, which I can't show you live on Facebook on YouTube what the settings are, but my team, maybe next time when we get in next Monday, what I'll do is I'll set up and show you guys exactly what the settings are for Three Sisters. There's also training in the back that tells you what the Three Sisters are as well. And once you have these Three Sisters set up, I'm telling you what, guys and gals, it makes it life so much easier. When the market's doing what it's doing, is sometimes the market, I think Monday, I couldn't find any of these strategies set up because the market was so all over the place, the line just wouldn't line up. But anyways, if you have Three Sisters set up right now, you guys are going to look for a sell somewhere around the 783 area. Just keep moving your timer along with the yellow line. As soon as this candle comes up and hits it, then you're going to want to take a 3-minute sell. And it's a pretty good one because these are lots of there's a lot of space in between these three sisters. So if it does go up and touch this one, do not be afraid to roll it over and do not be afraid to double up as well. This is going to be a pretty significant trade, it looks like, because these are yellow guys, which means that I had that set up. I had them set up for something. Actually, I'm going to leave this one back here because it's hitting off that without me knowing it, which I'm going to go and zoom out and see if there's something else. Yep, there is. Nope. Was that the wrong yellow one? There's the yellow one. So in here, look there's something going on with that line as well. So it's most likely it could break through, but we want to catch it up here before it touches this yellow line. If we go to the 5 minutes, and if you want to work, or if you're not sure how I came up with that yellow line, I'm just going through just structure. As you can tell, I probably did this yesterday or even the day before. I could tell that there was something going on in here, something going on here, and I put the yellow line in there to let me know that there's some structure in that area. So when the market is getting around that area, I know that that's going to happen. Something's going to happen. It's either going to bounce off like that did, or it's going to break through and come back and kind of go back and forth with it. And we can go over in depth that structure at another time. But once again, like I said, unless this thing comes in, I don't know. Keep it chat. I'll keep active with you guys on the on our Facebook chat and let you know if this is still a good trade to get in or not. But it's looking like it still is. I would love for it to come and hit right now. Then it could bounce and mess with this area. Where are we at right now? 781. So around the 781 area. Look for it. Does that make sense? Are you kind of getting it, Tom? You have any questions? I just unmuted you. I think I did. Or I asked you to unmute. Do you not have a microphone on that thing?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You got any questions?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I have one.
What up, Liz?
What up? So I just realized that Pocket Options has like a pending trades area on the broker. Does Platinum Options have that?
No.
Okay.
So you're saying you could go in and set a timer. Like if I just said take a sell at 780, you could set a pending trade for that.
I can either set it by time or by the price.
Really? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. So you said 783 sell Euro GBP for 3 minutes.
Euro GBP for 3 minutes. Yep. I would kind of keep an eye on it though, because and I would keep an eye just because if it does it right now, it'll be pretty good. But if it does it in a little bit when it's around this area right here, it might not be that good because this is a structure that you can see it's bouncing off of. So like if this yellow line was to come down like right here, I probably wouldn't take the trade. I will take the trade right now if it hits it, and I'll take the trade below it, but I will not take it if it was like in this area right here. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Because I'd hate for it to touch it and then just keep doing this, you know? But yeah, there's no pending one, which I wish there was. That's kind of cool. But I would also recommend when you do your pending trades of keeping an eye on it though, because especially if it's something that I'm calling or Sniper's calling, you always have two rollovers that you could use, and Pocket Options is another rollover. So I guess you would just do your thing. You've seen I won 2 trades, or one of them at least. I won 1 trade because I rolled over twice. If I wouldn't have rolled over that one, I would have lost. So the rollovers to me are very huge. Cool. Any other questions?
What's the address of Sniper's deal tonight?
Are you in that? You're in our NFX
Yes.
Telegram, right? He puts it in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if he put it in there.
It's in there.
Is it? You got it? Okay, cool. I don't see it.
I don't either.
Let me check again. I thought I just saw it.
YouTubers that are watching me on YouTube, if you want to find out more information on how to make this money in minutes and join our team, friend me on Facebook, dustinmansell.biz, dustinmansell.biz. Friend me, send me a message, and we'll send you over some videos if you want to take a look at it. And if you're excited and you want to get going right now, we get you going from there too. Look, it's about to touch right here though. 780. It's about to touch. EG.
You taking it
Come on.
780?
I would probably take it about 7. Yeah, because my timer is at 780, and that means it'll hit the yellow. There it is. Oh, I'm not really getting it in my pocket options or my platinum options, but I got in at 779 is where I got in at. Look, it's already going down pretty significantly. We want to see it go down a little bit more. A lot of it more. It's at 774. I want to see it like at 780 or 760. What I get in at 779. All right, keep going. We like to see those red candles. So if you're catching us on YouTube, guys, we basically on our broker, I invested $10 saying that, I did a 2-minute, not a 3-minute. Tried to do a 3-minute, but I guess I didn't. So I'm betting against a broker that when I got in right here, that in 2 minutes from now, that the market will be below this red line. And right now I'm set to make $7 off of it because I'm in profit. You could have done $100. You could have done $1,000. You could have done $1. That's where we're talking about money in minutes. So when you learn this trade, which you can take wherever you want to for the rest of your entire life, by the way, you could work from home and make money. I don't even know if I call it work from home. I mean, I guess you're working on studying the charts. Look at that, guys. Look at the melt on that thing right now. Did you get in, Liz?
No, I didn't get. I was waiting for 6 or 80.
Oh, gotcha. Well, it hit 80 on the it hit 80 on here, you could tell, but it didn't hit it on the broker.
No,
Liz, did you get in?
I did the pending order because I want to test it. I did a very, very low risk amount.
Okay.
But I set it for 783, but it didn't even come close to that on
It
pocket
did.
options. So I'm just sitting here watching the trade melt.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I cleared it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Rod. Cool. Well, there you go. I guess I'll see you guys in a minute. Hopefully they put the yep. Oh, it's in the Lions Den tonight. So check the chat and you guys will see where it's at.
Cool. Thanks.
Julio?
All right,
All right,
thanks,
guys.
Dustin.
Thank you guys. We'll talk soon. Oh, hi, Mark.